Good afternoon. A very hot one out there across southeast Louisiana as yet again we're dealing with extreme heat concerns. Our feels like temperatures at the moment anywhere from 110 to 115 across a number of locations surrounding our lakes. So that's Lake Pontchartrain, Lake Maurepas, and Lake Borgne, as well as the Mississippi Gulf Coast all the way over to Alabama, a pretty expansive area dealing with these heat index values. On our north and south ends, we're also dealing with 105 to 110 degree feels like temperatures. So there's just not a lot of rain in sight for any brief relief. Right now, a couple of dark clouds here are right over the station at WWL, but otherwise we've pretty much got fair weather conditions with sunshine. So our temperatures will only continue to rise as we head into the next few hours, the peak of daytime heating. At the moment, somewhere between these low and mid 90s on the North Shore and then the low 90s to upper 80s south of the lake. However, it feels like somewhere between 107 and 114 across a number of spots north of the lake, and we're seeing 107 for our feels like temperature downtown, same in Bay St. Louis and Gulfport. So as we head towards the rest of this afternoon, our actual temperatures will not be a huge stretch from the record highs that we have in place, and the UV index value is still going to remain somewhere between 10 and 11, which means you could get a very quick sunburn the moment you step outside if you're not careful. Again, we've been talking about this all week, but it's very easy to be caught off guard with your normal routine activities in conditions like this. You could very quickly become dizzy, start to see some stars, and that's always a little bit of a sign of a heat exhaustion or heat cramp scenario, maybe even heat stroke. So please just be careful when you're exercising especially. Our upper pattern continues to show we've got two different ridges of high pressure that will split off as we get a little later into the week, and at that point we'll have a little bit more opportunity for some rain chances. So they're really going to start to bump up more as we see our weakness in the ridge and a trough builds in again heading towards the end of the weekend and early next week. So here's your moisture content, really high as we get into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday. That's when our rain chances could lead to some low-end concerns for flood risks across the area. We'll be watching that closely. Our rain chances around 40% Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It just depends on where these cells set up and if they move or if they stall out. And then Sunday and Monday, we'll bump those rain chances up to about 50%. But at this point in the calendar, rain always a good thing because it does mean at least a little bit of relief from the heat. You'll notice our forecast for today, much like yesterday, around 96. On Wednesday, we could be the hottest we are all week. So tomorrow looks like our big one for the concern of heat once more. I would expect the same alerts to be issued 24 hours from now. And then we'll head into Thursday and Friday with our more average conditions around 92. Saturday, you can expect the lower 90s as well. We'll get into Sunday and Monday with anywhere from upper 80s to lower 90s once more. Again, those rain chances a little bit higher, helping out to keep us a little bit cooler.